wasn't for day rape, I'd never get laid.
All right, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program. All right. All right, calm down. Yeah.
Mom! I'm not Lord. I have to do this now.
I hit the wrong one. Oh, well. All right. Well, we got to get to the Jose Canseco audio. A lot of allegations. Yes, I don't know who this is
What
from.
is that?
Gee, guess.
Well, it's Valentine's Day, and we just got a box of chocolates from Godiva.
Wait, are there two?
There's one. It says, hey there. Wait. It says, Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, boy.
Hey there, happy Valentine's Day from guess who?
From Guess You. Yeah, who else works at Godiva? She sent one box of chocolates over? Were we supposed to fight over it?
Well, we could just eat it.
Well, open it up. Let's see what it is. Maybe
That's
it's
a
good.
hefty box, too.
That's a big one.
That's a weighty box of candy.
Chocolate-covered strawberries?
Wow. Get some plates. Look how big these strawberries are, man.
They're mutants.
Oof. I'll have one of these.
Those.
Me too.
All right, pass it around. That's nice. That's a nice gift from whoever sent that.
Silver telephone or the gold telephone. Pass it around. Ooh.
Very nice, whoever sent that. Thank you.
There you go, Jimmy.
All right.
These are like Down syndrome strawberries.
They're
Really
huge.
big, fat, dumb, lunky ones.
They're as big as your apples. They're ridiculously big. Look at that. And there goes Jimmy. Pass them around. No, big cap.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Good, right?
Wow.
Well, give me one, yo.
Oh, so sweet.
Now you gotta have one.
Of course I gotta have one. Anthony Jose Canseco, the steroid thing.
Oh my God.
His book is coming out. It's really good, right?
Very chocolatey.
All though.
Wow.
Good gift.
Oh.
Patty actually came through on this one.
I hope it's Patty. Because usually we don't trust people that just send open food like this.
Probably that guy who wants to perform surgery on himself.
Right.
Great tumor on each one.
Don't ruin it. We'll just eat on the air here,
Yep.
people. Don't mind us.
Oh, well,
You're paying for it. We'll eat it.
I'm 3 bites into this thing and it's only half done the strawberry. This thing is the biggest strawberry I've ever eaten.
Can I have a napkin, sweetie? Yes, you can. For my little hands? Thanks, Big Cub.
Wow.
I'm biting mine like a moil bites a circumcision.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah. It's a big story.
Wait, well you're finished, so you start.
Okay. Well, it seems...
Any of the boys want some strawberries? Come
Hey,
on.
look at
yeah.
them all coming in.
Come on. Not Travis, he's new. You can have one. Danny, you're allowed to have one. Here
Come
you
on
go.
in, Dan. Have a strawberry, son.
Yeah, pass them around to the boys. See how big those things are?
Thank you.
I got one.
Oh my God.
Look at that strawberry, Spider. It's bigger than your fucking head.
He didn't look.
Rockland County Health Commissioner has ordered a rabbi to stop performing oral suction circumcisions and to take a herpes test.
I saw this story. It's got to be fake.
No, it's not.
Rabbi Yitzhak Fisher. I'm Rabbi Yitzhak Fisher. His old world method of performing circumcisions also has come under scrutiny of New York State and Orange County Health Department. The New York City Health Department said 3 infants circumcised by Fisher got herpes and 1 died. Oy! Fisher uses his mouth to suction blood from the wound after he removes the foreskin. Yes, people, you've heard that correctly. He removes the foreskin, then puts his mouth on the tiny little penis and sucks the blood out.
Can I interrupt to take this moment to...
Of course.
I have to officially apologize for all of the bad things I've said about Palestinians.
The ritual is used predominantly by Hasidic Jews. Many rabbis said Jewish law does not mandate mouth suction. Defenders contend the spread of the disease is rare. And New York City health officials have prohibited Fisher from performing circumcisions and ordered him to take a blood test for herpes.
Can I ask who's defending this?
Who is defending that? People are so scared of offending somebody's religion, especially Jews, especially Hasidic Jews, that they will not come out and say, oh my God, you cannot do this. This is ridiculous.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Hey, Jews, quit sucking baby dicks. Or if you're going to do it, at least have the dignity to wait till the blood is gone like the rest of us.
Oh, my God.
How is that acceptable practice? I mean, Catholic priests are all going, oh, what a good idea.
Yeah, if they would have thought it up and written it in some of their sacred scrolls from years ago, perhaps they could have done it.
Well, they do the same thing. They just continue cleaning the wound until the kid is 18.
Here's our little ritual for communion. Confirmation. Your wedding.
Does that rabbi's wife actually have to kiss him when he gets home from work?
Oh.
Ugh. I clipped 4 of them today. Come here. Ugh.
Foreskin breath.
His breath smells like tears and little copper. Old baby powder copper breath. Ugh. Having a bloody baby mule in your mouth all morning. You're a fine man of God. You think he tugs it a little too while he does it? And the kid's probably like, could you tickle the bag? Your beard is uncomfortable, mister. Poor baby. Your fucking foreskin is sliced off, and then this rotten old creep just leans in with his beard. Gotta get rid of the blood. It's gone, Rabbi.
Oh, that is awful.
And the kid doesn't know whether to cry or go for the money shot.
What do the parents stand there and watch, like, all proud? That's a boy.
I'll bet you the father elbows the mother and goes, remember those days?
Yeah,
How about it, hun?
Oh, come on.
How awful.
That really goes on, though?
How is that acceptable behavior?
It's kind of like putting a little piece of flesh freshen up in your mouth.
Whoa. What is the point of it?
Justin on Long Island. Someone will help us with that, I guess.
Yo, what's up, boys? How you doing today?
Hi.
Good. What's up?
All right, so the thing is, this guy's famous in the Jewish community. I was reading the Jewish paper. He actually will go around Russia, and to all these, like, 30 and 40-year-old Russian men that want to convert, he'll have to circumcise them. But he'll do the same shit to them, so one of these assholes probably had herpes and gave it to this guy.
You're absolutely right. If that's what happened, the guy's a fag. Why don't we just... He's trying to blow people. He doesn't know how to do it, so he figures, I'll cut this off first, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And that's probably... This guy's doing it to older Russian gentlemen? That's probably why he got the herp. He gave, supposedly, allegedly, gave the herpes to the babies? Ugh. Jesus. Yeah, that practice has to stop, Jews.
How is that not against the law? How is that not pedophilia?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't care why you're doing it. You're doing it.
Is he the only one that does this, though? Like, it's just something he came up with, or...
You think, like, he's the guy?
I don't know.
That's, like, his technique?
His thing?
He's the guy that does this. No one else dare try it. I'm a professional.
And the baby's like... Little fat arms are moving. His little legs are kicking to try to get that bearded thing off his little baby dinkle. Little
Baby dinkle.
Little fat legs kicking away, confused.
Let's go to Steve in Jersey. Steve.
Oh, my God, you guys are making me sick, and I'll tell you why. Because my son was circumcised many years ago, and my brother, who was the godfather of my son, we hired this male. He comes and he does this circumcision thing, right? And right at the last moment, he bends his head down. We hear like a slurping sound, and my brother and I look at each other like, what did he just do? And then we're kind of like in a denial because we didn't want to think like he actually did what we thought he did. And then I'm hearing this story, and I'm going, oh my God, this is what he did.
Come on, are you lying? Are you just trying to get on the radio?
I swear. In fact, I never even realized this was true until I just heard it on the radio. And like all these years, I've been in denial about what I saw, what happened with my son. And now I'm like, oh, this is unbelievable. I mean, they really did what they did.
How old is he now, your son?
He was just bar mitzvah. He's 13.
Okay. Well, that's what he did. He leaned over and he gave it a little slurperoo.
I'm so freaked out.
We need a sucking expert to call in and set us straight on this one because
I'll bet he doesn't even just suck the thing. He probably holds it, and he probably, just like licks a little bit and kisses.
Oh, God, Jimmy.
Maybe a little teasing first.
That is horrible.
Good thing he doesn't take care of black babies. You hear it.
Well, if anyone knows anything more on this, please give us a call. All right?
I don't know what well, they say that most rabbis do this with their hand because you're supposed to take blood from it. Is that what I know nothing about this practice. You're supposed to remove some of the blood, I guess, collect some of it. And this guy uses his mouth. Ugh. But, there you go.
All right.
Just ordered him to stop.
In other news, Jose Canseco. We got some audio of him on what, was it 2020, 60 Minutes, 48 Hours? Which one? They're all the same show.
Supposedly, he circumcised Mark McGuire and sucked the blood out. That's what I hear. It's in his new book.
Yeah, well, he's got his steroid book coming out, Anthony.
Yeah.
He knew one of these guys would finally write about it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, everyone's been talking about the steroids in especially Major League Baseball for decades.
He's saying it was he shot up steroids with a lot of these guys.
Giambi and Mark McGuire, to name a few.
And he said they would sit around and talk about it, but it wasn't any big deal. Said it wasn't like they were, doing crack or sitting there going, wow, I can't believe we're doing these drugs. It was so commonplace and so just nothing that they didn't even think twice about it. It's just something you did. There was no rule against it either. There's no testing for it, so they did it. No big deal is what he's saying. And now all these critics are coming out saying Canseco's lying, saying look at all the trouble he's been in before. He's known as a liar. This is just another lie, which makes me believe it more.
Of course.
People coming out really trying so hard to deny this. Jose. We have audio?
Yeah, I'm just, Ira, just backing up a second here, but I don't know what she's trying to say. On the
Ira from Long Island? Could she possibly be Jewish?
Ira.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, it's a
Hi,
he.
Jimmy.
Hi, Ira. Thanks for calling the program.
Hi, guys. Really think about this. The guy's Jewish. What's the one thing about Jewish women they don't do?
That's right.
That's right.
That's put out. Punch it out.
Sorry, Anthony. All right, so Jose Canseco had this to say about the roid issue.
Psychologists say that steroid use can stimulate aggressive behavior in some people, behavior sometimes called roid rage.
Look at your own rap sheet. It's quite instructive. 1989, arrested in California for carrying a loaded semi-automatic pistol in his car. 92, charged with aggravated battery for allegedly ramming his then-wife Esther's BMW with his Porsche. 1997, November, arrested and jailed for allegedly smacking his estranged bride of 1 year. November 13th, 2001, arrested with his brother after a fight at a Miami Beach nightclub on Halloween. Attacked 2 tourists, leaving one with a broken nose and the other with 20 stitches in his lip. All of these are in the record.
Are we to say that any individual who's on steroids that has an angry moment is due to steroids? What about the individual who gets angry and kills someone who's not on steroids? What do we blame it on now?
Yeah, I agree with him.
Radio.
I mean, Jose Canseco, that doesn't prove that he was on steroids. It just proves he's an asshole.
Right. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't the roids. I'm just a dick.
Right.
I like the fact he gave Esther's car a good ramming, though. Probably got tired of yelling that awful name out in bed. Ugh. Powder vehicle.
I like the punching his bride after a year of marriage.
Good smack to the face.
That's great.
She tried to embarrass him in the Cobra by kissing Tommy Cuomo.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
All right, here,
That's what happened.
here's the McGuire stuff.
You write repeatedly about injecting steroids and growth hormones with and into Mark McGuire. Tell me about your first-hand experiences with McGuire steroids.
Well, it was a moonlit night.
This is the first time injecting him in his buttocks. It wasn't like you gave a lot of thought.
He injected Mark McGuire in the buttocks.
Two muscular men taking
big
care
guys.
of each other.
Hey, why don't you stick it in my ass?
I'll prick you, and then you prick me.
We got to do it in the ass, though.
Right. Why do you have to do it in the ass?
Maybe a rabbi in the mix to help things along nicely.
Jesus.
You take the back end, I'll take the front.
Hey.
Oh, they pricked each other in the ass.
In the buttocks. I gave it to him in the ass. Oh.
Then Mark McGuire went, ow, that's smart, and came all over his shoes.
I gotta hear that again.
You write repeatedly about injecting steroids and growth hormones with and into Mark McGuire. Tell me about your first-hand experiences with McGuire steroids.
Just the first time injecting him in his buttocks. It wasn't like you gave a lot of thought. It was something so common.
What we did more times than I can count was go into a bathroom stall together, shoot up steroids.
Wow.
What the hell's going on?
You will keep your hands off of my mule.
Wow.
Why do you have to go into a bathroom stall?
Bathroom stall.
Can't you find, I don't know, a better place?
That's something.
Steroids, that's right. After batting practice or right before the game, Mark and I would duck into a stall in the men's room, load up our syringes, and inject ourselves. I would often inject Mark.
I injected him probably twice, but it wasn't like, we would just walk in, and a lot of times they were pill form. A lot of times, you would just a quick injection of whatever, and that's it.
I'm just repeating what you say in the book, if we're to believe what you say in the book.
Right.
And I would often, not twice, inject Mark.
Well, I think it was more inject ourselves. I think I injected him, this was a long time ago, once or twice for sure. I didn't keep track. But an athlete may prepare his needle and may ask another athlete to inject him quickly.
I don't know about that.
Wow, I think he got him on that one.
Yeah, Wallace got him on that.
Wallace got him. He said often, and then he said once or twice. Kind of nailed him on that one.
Mark McGuire must be sitting home watching television with a beer in his hand, just screaming every racial epithet you can think of for television.
And he would beat him up, but now that he doesn't do steroids, he's a weakling.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny? He has him shoot him up with steroids and then turns around and bashes him in the head. Gets a little roid rage on him.
I do believe Canseco, though. I do think it's just there's too much to. Most people wouldn't make that up. I went into a men's room with a guy and just shot him in the hiney with steroids.
Yeah, you gotta.
No one makes up a story that hot.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next clip. Tony La Russa.
Both McGuire and
3 simple words.
Yes,
I am gay.
All right.
both McGuire and Canseco played under manager Tony La Russa in Oakland.
Jose Canseco says that he and Mark McGuire used anabolic steroids a lot when you were managing them, like the olden days. True?
I don't think there's any doubt that it's a fabrication. The product of our good play and the size and strength of our players, Mark was a great example. What we saw was a lot of hard work, and hard work will produce strength gains and size gains.
Why do you think that Canseco says that McGuire was using? Honest.
First of all, I think he's in dire straits and needs money. I think secondly, I think there's a healthy case of envy and jealousy.
He's delusional. These guys are using steroids. Yeah. All you have to do is see the pictures of, like, a Mark McGuire when he first started in the league, and Barry Bonds. You ever see old pictures of Barry Bonds, how thin and skinny this guy was?
Yeah, they were working out a lot, is what it was. That got him those huge arms that could slam a friggin' ball out of the park like that. Sure. No chemicals. Big Duties Jay from Jersey is saying, did Mark McGuire say, gosh, that's a new experience? And I guess Matt is wondering if there was some kind of Java log in the bathroom stall.
All right. And have you seen Mark McGuire since he retired? The guy, some people say he's lost up to 80 pounds. Most of these athletes, after they retire, they gain a lot of weight because they're not working out anymore.
Yeah.
You know, but this guy went the other way. He has no muscle tone on him anymore, not like he used to.
Did I tell you what Jimmy did in the bathroom Friday? we go into the bathroom, and I go in the first stall.
Yeah.
And I go to take a leak there. And
oh, you guys weren't shooting each up?
No, in the buttocks. Yes, in the buttock. So
you guys weren't loading up and injecting each other?
No, no.
Two men with roid rage wrestling around laughing.
Oh, sure. So
popping each other's pimples.
He's in the second stall next to mine, and first he sticks his foot way under, so it's like visible to me, and I don't want to see part of him. So I was like, get out of here! I don't want to see your foot in here. So I hear the seat go up, I hear his zipper go down, and I hear him starting to pee, but it doesn't sound like it hitting the water because it's not. He's pissing underneath. Underneath the partition into my side of the stall.
You're just an animal.
On the floor. What an animal. And I'm trying to zip up as I'm laughing my ass off. Oh, what a freak. Out of nowhere, he's like a dog. He's marking his territory.
We're supposed to be professional broadcasters.
Oh, no.
All right, well, here's...
animal.
Here's some more audio from last night's interview.
In '92, you were traded to the Texas Rangers.
Yes.
Right? Did you teach your new teammates how to use steroids?
Yes. We spoke and educated 3 or 4 players there.
Who?
Rafael Palmeiro.
Right.
Juan Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Ivan Rodriguez.
So you were an eyewitness to seeing Palmeiro, Gonzalez, Rodriguez.
I injected them.
Ivan.
Absolutely. I injected them. Absolutely.
You injected?
Yes.
All 3 players have vehemently denied the allegations. Palmeiro's lawyer sent us this letter stating that Mr. Palmeiro categorically denies that he has ever engaged in the illicit use of steroids or any substance banned by Major League Baseball.
This guy's insane, man.
Maybe
you know how many
he was
people want to just pop him in the face now?
What? Maybe he's injecting Viagra into Palmeiro. That was his thing. Remember he was the...
Yeah, he was the spokesperson.
Why is he naming names? What a rat.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you snitching on all your old friends?
That really comes off bad, whether it's true or not, you know. Just keep that on the QT. If you're sticking a needle in another guy's butt in bathrooms, perhaps you want to keep that thing under wraps.
What is his motivation for this? Just that he needs money and he needs an interesting
I
angle for
agree.
his
He
book?
needs money. He's desperate, probably.
Jealous,
puts the money
probably.
out. Jealousy, but
he's not sitting there just making up all these stories.
yeah, I don't think it's made up.
He had almost Hall of Fame numbers. I think 462 home runs. I mean, that's got to be close to Hall numbers. But maybe he realized he wouldn't get in.
Yep.
All right.
Do you think all these records are tainted now? I think all the records, if they turn out to be, if it's true.
Well, they're coming out because Mark McGwire is going to be up for the Hall of Fame balloting soon, and a bunch of the Hall of Fame, the people who vote for that are already saying they're going to try to pass on him. They're not going to, though.
Can't.
When you look at these guys, man, like you look at the home run record that Ruth held, and he did it, I think it was 154 games. I could be wrong about that, 153 games. 60 home runs, and you look at like how many years it took to get to that. And now all players are hitting like 20, 30 home runs.
But slow down. I mean, what was amazing about Babe Ruth when he was hitting 60 homers in a lot of seasons, I think in the 50s as well, he was hitting more home runs.
In the 50s?
No, meaning he also hit.
Okay.
Yeah, 50 some odd
right.
A few years as well. He was hitting more homers than an entire team.
Well, that's the point I'm making, is that like now every player, because they always say, well, the pitching, every player now is hitting a tremendous amount of home runs, so it's like it's not a big deal anymore. What he did was so far and above what everybody else was doing at the time that I think all these records are tainted now with steroids. You guys only got 11 home runs more. 71 is the record, right?
Yeah.
By Bonds?
Right.
It took all those years to hit 11 more home runs in 9 extra games. How is that possible? How did it take so many more years to hit 11 more home runs in 9 games?
Right.
Plus the use of all these drugs. Ruth was just the greatest. And I'm not exactly going out on a limb by saying that, but I just get sick of people trying to, pass that by.
He was just a fat slob of a guy, too.
Yeah.
Played half the time hungover.
Absolutely.
Eating hot dogs in between innings. And
man's man.
Smoking, probably, and drinking
Shooting
scotch.
up steroids with men in the bathroom.
Babe Ruth was built like Ben in '99. That's how Ben looked in 1999. Big barrel chest, rotten hog, awful hairdo, bumbling around in circles.
Here's another clip. Here's the Jason Giambi stuff.
Giambi.
Absolutely.
Good guy.
Good guy, yes.
And you educated him about it?
We spoke about it quite in depth, and you know, when I rejoined the team back in '97, we'd be working out, talking about it. You know, we'd go into clubhouses and just bottom line.
You write, John B. McGuire and I talked about steroids all the time.
Especially in '97, yes. Especially when we were working out, we talked about it, what each does. And
so you'd shoot up steroids and growth hormones with Jason Jambi as well?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Into the bathroom stalls and shoot each other up?
All the time. I mean, it wasn't a big deal.
These guys, every one of them is watching this, and they want to just wring his neck.
Of course they do. Rat. It's a rat. Whole family were rats.
Yeah, that's just not cool, man.
He's a tattletale. I'm going to read that book, though.
Anything else in there other than just steroid use?
That's pretty much it.
Anything fun?
No, that's pretty much it.
Chicks? Punching women in the face? Any advice on that one?
Yeah, he's just an asshole. I mean, that's obvious, but
A handsome fella.
seems like he's got some stories to tell, and he's telling them.
There you go.
Well, sorry about that.
Pen at me?
Almost poked your eye out. All right, why don't we take a break and regroup here, Anthony?
All right.